Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Sammy and I'm back again with another video. Are you excited for this week? Because this week I have something special for you. Okay, let's get right into it. You can have more than you have, but you can become more than you are. But unless you change who you are, then you can't have what you want. Then I guess instead of focusing on what you want, why won't you become the person that qualifies to have what you want? Today's week, we're going to talk about abundance. Abundance, having a lot of something, having so much, plenty. Let's get right into it. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you have this belief system where you feel like people who have a lot need to just give it to other people who don't have it, because them having so much is making other people lack some things? Do you have that mindset? Do you have the mindset of lack? Do you have that lack mindset? If you have that, we're going to change that today in this video. We're going to stretch the muscles in the muscle you have in your brain. We are going to stretch it. When you think of high achievers, let's say Jeff Bezos, he has a lot of money, right? Be like, why isn't he helping people? Why? Now, I used to have that belief system as well. But then I came to a realization that I had to change that. If I'm to attract a lot of things in my life, I need to have an abundance mindset. Okay? Abundance mindset. Now, I've come to believe that the more everybody makes, the more there is for everybody else to make. Did that go over your head? Okay, let me repeat that. The more everybody makes, the more there is for everybody else to make. For instance, let's say we all come to an apple tree, okay? And I take one apple and I eat it. Somebody with a lack mindset will say that, Sammy, now that you've taken that one apple fruit, now there's less. We have less apples on the tree. We don't have more apples because you took one. So let's say if we had 100 apples on the tree and I took one, somebody with a lack mindset will say that, you know what, you are left with 99, and that's not good. But then somebody with the mindset of abundance will say that, no, now that Sammy took one apple and ate it, we can now see that there's potentially more apples that can be created from that one apple. And somebody will probably ask, what do you mean by that? You took one apple, so we are supposed to be left with 99, right? But guess what? That one apple has seeds in it, okay? Now, let's say it has 6 seeds. I go in to plant those 6 seeds. Now, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to have 6 apple trees. Now, with the 6 apple trees that we have now, each apple tree, let's say if it's all supposed to produce 100 apples, each apple tree is going to produce 100 apples. Now, how many apples do we have? 600. So do you see the difference now? When people always think that somebody having more is going to prevent somebody else from having. You see, I took one. If, let's say, I never took that one apple, we wouldn't find 600 more apples. So do you get the where we are getting at today? We need to have a mindset of abundance. We need to always give our brains answers that will help us achieve a lot. Because whatever you ask your brain is going to give you the same answer. If you say, now that Sammy took one apple, we are left with 99 apples. Your brain will be like, yeah, that's true. We are left with 99 apples. But then if you ask your brain that, okay, What else? How else can we see the situation? Your brain will give you answers. Now that Sammy took one, he can go and plant the seeds of the apple that he took, and it can potentially bring what 600 apples. So it gets back to my point. The more everybody makes, the more there is for everybody else to make. Do you get it? I know you get it now. If you get it up to this point, I want you to smash the like button. Let me know that you're enjoying this video. Okay, this is another scenario that I wanted to share with you. Let's say I go in to buy a car for $1,000, okay? Let's just say, I don't know if you can get a car for $1,000 now, but let's just say I go in to buy a car for $1,000 and I'm to go services, right? And they tell me that it's going to cost me, let's say $100 to change my oil, okay? Now, because I bought a car for $1,000, I'll be like, you know what? Let me go on YouTube and just go and look for how to change my oil. Okay, I'll do it by myself. Okay, that's a good way. That's one way to think. But then think about it this way. If I go in to buy a very expensive car, okay, now I'm going to do that same oil change for, let's say, $200 or $500, okay? What am I doing now? Because I was able to work my ass off to make more money, now there's more money for somebody else to make. When I go in to pay that $200, I'm giving somebody else money, okay? Just because now I have more. So the more I make, the more there is for other people to make. Now think about it. If I bought a car for, let's say, $100,000, do you think I would want to wash my car? No. I would have professionals come in to wash my car because I want it to be clean. I want it to always smell fresh, stuff like that. So I'll probably go on a subscription for people, let's say a private company, to always come in and wash my car for me. Do you guys get it? So the more you make, the more there is for me to make. The more I make, the more there is for you to make. So I want you guys to think about it this way. If you look at Amazon, people will say, Jeff Bezos has so much money. He's not giving people money, or he's not doing this, he's not doing that. But think about it this way. This guy has created a lot of millionaires. A lot of millionaires. Trust me. A lot. And how was he able to do that? Because he was able to think about an idea, okay? He planted that idea as a seed, and that seed grew. And because of his idea, other people get to feed their families. Other people get to work, have jobs, buy clothes that they like, go on vacations that they like. So when you see people achieving a lot, don't always put in your mind that this guy is taking all the money in the world and somebody else is not able to make that. No. I want you to shift your mindset. Let's rearrange the furniture in your head right now. Okay, let's rearrange it. The more you make, the more there is for me to make. So this is why sometimes I say you don't have any competition. You literally don't have any competition. And I know some people will say, yeah, competition is good. I mean, if this guy is doing well than you, you need to work hard so that you can do better than them. I understand that. But if you are able to think about this scenario that I just gave you, you realize that so many people just wake up and just say anything that they like, you know? Just because somebody's making so much money, you are envious of that person, and you don't realize that that person is creating employment for others. Even those who make money illegally, okay? If, let's say, somebody makes $20,000 from doing something that's not legal, okay? Now what they do, they feel like they are rich, so they go to a very expensive designer store and start buying stuff. Guess what they are doing? Whoever served them at that designer store is going to make more money, okay? And these things are principles. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? These are all principles. As I said, principles doesn't care whatever you do to make the money, your age. It doesn't care about all those things. It just works if you work them. You get it? So let's say this guy is not making money legally, okay? They go in because they made this huge amount of money. They go in, they spend so much money in clubs, let's say, you know, buying expensive clothes. And to you, you'll be like, oh, they are wasting money. But guess what? They are paying somebody else. Because of the money they wasted in your head, the money they wasted in quotes, somebody else gets to pay their rent. You get it? So I want you guys to rearrange the furniture in your mind, stretch your the muscle you have in your brain a bit so that you can see possibilities. Because the questions you ask your brain will give you answers to them. So guys, guess what? The economy just works like the fruit scenario, okay? If you eat the fruits and you plant the seeds, it's going to create more fruits for others to also have to eat. Do you get what I'm saying? Others will also have the opportunity to eat from your labor. And I'm going to repeat myself again. The more everybody makes, the more there is for everybody else to make. And guys, that's all I had to share for you today. I want you to go into the world thinking about opportunities, thinking about how you've been thinking for a certain way for a very long time. Let's try and change that a bit and let's see what results that can bring. That's all I have for you today. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I see you guys commenting. I see all the love that you guys are showing and I really appreciate it. Help us get to 2K and the 3K and the 4K and the 5K and finally the 10K. We'll get there. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching this video and I'll catch you guys on another video. It's Sammy. I'm out.